doing things that bring me more joy. And like I was talking to one of my friends and I was like, yeah, I just like really want to get better at like planning out my joy. Like not waiting for a particular moment to be like, oh, okay, like I have to earn it. Like it's always there. I should always be able to like have moments of joy. And I should be able to plan those out for myself.
Hey everybody, my name is Aubree Danielle and welcome back to Cake and Company, the show where cake meets conversation. Today's guest is an author and storyteller and her work explores healing and identity. I'm super excited to have her on today. Please help me welcome Kris Crews. I'm so excited to have you here today. I love your work. I love everything that you do. And so I'm so excited to get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Now, have you ever decorated a cake before at all?
No.
Not like...
Well, yes.
Okay.
But like, does it look good? No.
Okay,
No.
That's fair. Are you into like baking or cooking or anything?
I love baking. I have a sweet tooth, which I think a lot of people know that, but I've never like decorated like professionally. I like had like the tools to do so.
Got you. Okay, well, you're gonna learn everything that you need to know today. So let's get into it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you start off by unwrapping your cakes. Okay. We have some vanilla cake in front of us.
I'm so excited.
Now, what are your favorite cake flavors?
I'm very basic, so vanilla with like a good like buttercream.
Yeah.
Or was it like cream cheese frosting?
Okay.
I like love that. Or when I was younger, my parents would always make like the confetti cake, and like I've always stuck by that.
Got you.
Chocolate's cool too, but
vanilla
something about a vanilla is like.
Got you.
It's it for me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I do like a classic vanilla. I'm more of like a chocolate girly.
Yeah.
But I definitely get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So first I'm gonna have you grab your rubber spatula.
Cool.
And I am going to have you get a big dollop of buttercream about this size.
Ooh.
And then you're gonna put it on your cake just like that.
Okay.
And you have some napkins right there
if
you need them.
Okay.
Right. So
more.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Yes. People never put enough.
I was like shy.
It's okay. So yeah, perfect, just like that.
Okay.
And then you can set that aside and wipe your hands real quick.
Yes.
It's okay. It's a messy process.
It is.
So you're good. So what I'm gonna have you do while we get into the convo is grab your spatula right here.
Cool.
And then we're gonna start spreading this frosting for the in-between layer of our cake. Now, while we do this, please tell me all about your career in writing. I want to know how things started for you, or just take me back to the beginning, basically.
Yeah.
How it started, where inspiration struck, and when you fell in love with this.
Yeah. So like, it's actually funny because when I was younger, growing up, I hated writing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I hated writing because in like high school and stuff like that, I just felt like all the things that we had to write about felt very limiting to me, or maybe it was just a means of me not being like interested per se. So I never really thought I was going to be good at it. Just didn't like pique my interest.
Yeah.
But then I would say when I was around like 15, 16, my parents were actually separating. And then they got a divorce. And I think writing was just like a way for me to kind of make sense of the madness, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And I just had to get like my feelings out. Because I definitely fall guilty of like holding things in, and I'm not really good at verbally telling someone like how I feel, or like how something made me feel. So writing was kind of the outlet for me to just get everything out at once and not feel shame about it, not feel confused about it, and knowing that like how I feel is how I feel.
Got you.
So that was kind of like the start of writing. I didn't know that it was going to take me to like writing 2 books. But it was really just like my therapy and like my way of finding some healing. And little did I know that it would like help other people in turn too. So
yeah, that's cool. I feel like the things that we're naturally drawn to, like, you know, from childhood, I kind of feel that way about life in general, that like the purpose of life is to, you know, help others, you know, help ourselves, of course, but, you know, spread kindness and spread joy and just make the world a better place, for lack of better words.
No, that's so true.
I love that so much, though. So I'm going to have you grab this while we continue. So you said that was kind of your creative outlet as a kid, right?
Yeah. So I was also like really involved in sports growing up too. So that was kind of like what I thought I was only good at. So that was another reason why I never really like did anything outside of sports.
Right.
And then I found writing and I was like, like you're actually not bad at this. Like you have a way with words and you're able to connect with people. So it really was for me, and it still is for me, to help me through my healing process, or just like really throughout any time in my life, whether I'm happy, sad, or, upset. But then I was like, I can't be the only one that feels these things.
Right.
And I think that a lot of people are afraid to talk about anxiety. And that was something that I was really feeling when my parents divorced, with anxiety and depression. And I don't think it's as maybe taboo as it was before when I was like 15.
Yeah.
But now I just feel like it's such a good outlet for people to be able to go to. And also like the power of social media now. You can share things so quickly and share content that's close to you, and it can reach like hopefully hundreds or thousands or millions of people, like whatever you want. So
yeah, that's beautiful. I love that so much. I definitely understand like wanting to or needing an outlet to express yourself, when things feel so bottled up. And I definitely understand, dealing with anxiety and depression and things like that. That's been a part of my journey as well. So
would you say making cakes has been an outlet, like not only creatively for you, but through that creative process, like what have you learned about yourself that's helped you kind of get through anxiety?
Yes and no. So while I answer that, I'm gonna have you put some of this buttercream on here, and we can start icing our cake. So just a little bit. Not that much, girl. About a half of that.
Like this?
Yes,
okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
Put it on there, and then you can start spreading that out. This first layer we do is gonna be really thin. So it's called the crumb coat. It locks in all the crumbs.
Ooh.
So you want to spread that out and kind of push it into the cake to lock in the crumbs of the cake. So for me personally, yes and no. I think because this turned into a job so early on.
Yeah.
For me, it's not really the thing I go to when I'm like feeling stressed, because it's what causes a lot of my stress.
Yeah.
And also at the same time, being someone who deals a lot with overthinking and having ADHD and all that, I find that it's the only time that like my brain is quiet. It's not often, because I'm always thinking, always. I don't know if my brain ever shuts off, but it's one of the only times where I feel like I can fully like zone in, and so it helps me in that way, I would say. It definitely helps when it comes to that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I was never much of a writer in school. I actually didn't like it that much.
Yeah.
I think because it was one of those things where in school I actually enjoyed math because I felt like there was like one right answer and a wrong answer.
That's very true.
What I mean?
Yeah.
With writing, I'd be like, well, I think this is good. And then my teacher would be like, but it's not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what you mean?
Right. Like how could you tell me?
Right. Like that doesn't make any sense. So, which is interesting considering I'm a creative person.
Yeah.
But that was kind of my take on it. But I totally get where you're coming from, and I envy people who can just express themselves in the way that you do. Mm-hmm. Do you find it hard to be vulnerable when it comes to your writing, just because, you write self-help books?
Yes.
And a lot of it is your personal experience. So how do you balance, like, how much you share and oversharing and things like that?
Yeah, I think that comes a lot in the editing process, to be honest. I am by nature like very long-winded.
Yeah.
So
same.
I definitely write a lot first, which is, I think, good when you're doing writing. Like, you'd rather have more than not enough.
Yeah.
And then I take out parts that, I want to keep private. And then things that I think are going to be like really useful for a writer and or the reader and myself. But over the years, it used to be really challenging for me to be vulnerable because I was so worried about what people would think about me. And I'm like a recovering people pleaser.
Right.
So,
girl, you are preaching to the choir right now.
So I was always like, oh, if I say this, someone's going to probably judge me, or like, I don't know. I never felt like my experience might have been valid. Maybe that was what I was feeling.
Yeah.
But now as I get older, I mean, there's a lot of things that I used to care about that I don't care about anymore.
Right.
And that's one of them. It's like, you can't take away my experience.
Yeah.
And I would never want,
yours.
it's mine. I would never want to go through the rest of my life, like, years down the line being like, oh, so-and-so probably thinks this of me, so I didn't do that. Like, no, I want to be able to share what I want to share.
Right.
And know that I affirm myself in doing that. So that's kind of how I approach vulnerability now. It's like, if it works for you, it works for you. And like, you're the only person that should be able to experience this in this moment.
Right.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I definitely relate to that.
Yeah.
In certain ways. I mean, I know I'm a cake decorator, so it's much different from what you do, but with my platforms, I like to be vulnerable. You know, I like to share pieces of my story, and I feel like I try to like balance that, you know, not oversharing, and also like, it's my story. So like, okay.
No one can take that from you.
Exactly, no one can take it from me. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, before we do that, I'm gonna help you out a little bit.
Yeah,
so what I'm gonna
so
what I'm gonna have you do is take your spatula.
Okay.
And also, I don't want you to put your spatula with the crumbs on it back in the buttercream.
Oh, okay.
Because it's okay for now, but just set it aside,
Okay.
just because then you're kind of like contaminating the clean buttercream. Got it. And we want it to be pretty for the end.
Okay.
So you see how mine is like super, super thin? Like you can almost barely see it. I want you to like really push the buttercream into the cake. Yep, exactly. And you can even make it, because right now you're kind of scraping like that. You can do it a little bit more flat.
Okay.
Just like that, perfect. And then some of it that you scrape off of the top, I'm gonna have you put it on the sides and then push in just like that. If you need to add a little bit more, you can.
Okay.
You have plenty. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have you add a bit more so you can put it on the sides.
Okay.
Yeah, so just do that with the spatula.
Like a little dollop?
Yep, just a little dollop, just like that. And then you can take that from the top and then kind of like push it onto the sides.
Okay.
Do you have any other like creative hobbies other than like anything with your hands, or is it mostly just like writing and that?
Mostly
sort of thing?
writing. I mean, I don't know if I would consider working out a hobby. Maybe.
I mean, yeah.
I guess so.
It's not mine, but good for you. I love that for you.
I would say that working out is like another outlet for me and like my mental health for sure. And I just like the feeling of being strong. And I feel like that helps a lot with like the mental part of things too. Like if I can know I can get through a challenge physically, I'm kind of like, yeah, I can do this
mentally.
Yeah, and I think it prepares me for a lot of other challenges ahead.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, so you're doing good here. So I'm gonna have you scrape back. You can even use your scraper.
Okay.
Right here and kind of like push some of that buttercream into the cake.
Oh. I'm watching you do it. Like this?
Yep, just like that. Perfect. See how it's kind of getting more into the cake now? Yeah, just like that.
Cool.
Perfect. So when it comes to your writing, how, tell me like the pipeline from just like, okay, I enjoy writing to now I want to release a book to help other people.
Yeah, so a couple of layers to the story, but when I went to college, I thought that I was going to play basketball. I don't know why I thought I was going to do that. I wasn't like good enough, but like I think I had just like run my course with sports.
It wasn't a career.
It wasn't a career. I wasn't going to the WNBA. I wasn't going overseas. So I was like, I don't need to actually do this.
Yeah.
And then at the time too, I was pursuing a degree in psychology. I wanted to be a therapist. And then I like went and took the classes, and I was like, I don't know if I want to be a therapist. This is a lot of work, a lot of time. And so then journalism kept like creeping up.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't really use my journalism degree anymore. I don't know if I ever did, but it was a step to be able to at least know how to write and like structure things a little bit better.
Yeah.
So then fast forward to 2020 when COVID happened.
I feel like that's everybody. It's everyone I've talked to, they're like 2020 hit and my whole life.
Yes, I definitely was in a phase of like, I'm gonna go out and have fun, as I should have. I was younger then. But I think I use that as like an escape sometimes. Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm gonna help you out a little bit.
As an escape, and then when COVID happened, I was like, well, I can't escape anymore. And I had to really sit with my feelings. And so then that was when I started writing like more like quote style writings. And I was like, this is like really helping me. I should probably like make this like maybe like a book or something. And then from then, that was where You Owe It to Yourself kind of came into play. And then I didn't think I would write another book, but then Through the Ebbs and Flows came.
Right.
So I think that moment really from COVID was like the point where I was like, oh, I think I can really do this and like the quotes I was putting out were like getting a lot of good reception on Instagram, and people were like, we love this. And I was like, oh, why not try to make this like a thing?
A thing, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And now it is, which is crazy.
Right, exactly. That's so cool. I love, I mean, I've turned my passion into a career as well. So I definitely understand you in that way. I want to talk a bit more about that, but first I'm going to have you take a big dollop of buttercream this time. Like a fat one.
Like a fat?
Yes.
Like this?
Yep, perfect.
Okay. Boom.
Put it right on top just like that. I'm actually going to put a little bit more. This time we're going to kind of be doing the opposite. So last time it was really thin. We were locking in the crumbs. This time it's going to be thicker. And we're just getting like a even coat all the way around. So
I'm going to do my best.
So with this spatula, you're going to use lighter pressure.
Okay.
And just make sure before we use the scraper, we clean it off. So again, we don't get the crumbs in our nice clean coat. The design actually we're doing, so I made your birthday cake. Yeah, I made your birthday cake. Was it last year?
I think so.
Yeah. And so I was like, I'm gonna teach her how to make her own birthday cake.
I love that.
Or teach you kind of like, how I came up with that.
That cake was so good.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna have you grab this and then start spreading that out just like that. You're gonna use lighter pressure this time. I mean, enough to move it around, but not enough to like scrape off and like into the cake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, perfect, just like that. So I'm gonna like move it around, and then it's gonna kind of fall to the edge of the cake. Okay. And then you can start going on the sides just like that. So your first book, you owe it to yourself. I have it. I loved it.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, it was incredible. Please tell me more about that. I want to know about both of them, but start there. Tell me about the book. The inspiration for that one specifically, what you want people to gain from it when they read it and work through it.
Yeah, so like kind of going back to like the whole COVID thing, like I think the inspiration was that was such a challenging time for so many people, including myself, whether it was like people were sick, like we lost loved ones, or you're just going through like an emotional time. I just wanted to like have something that I could look back on to like remind me like, oh, okay, life is life, but there's also these things that can like be very helpful in these challenging times. And I think the design of it too, I wanted something that felt like bright and that felt hopeful. Like I don't want to give someone a book and it just feels like
depressing.
Meh. Yeah,
when the whole world is depressing.
Yeah, I'm like, we already depressed, girl. Like, why would you do that? But yeah, that was like the inspiration from it. And then I don't know. I think I was just like at a moment in my life too. I think it was what is time? I think I was like 25 when I wrote that. And so like 25 compared to 30-year-old me right now is very different. Very different.
I'm approaching 25, so.
Oh my gosh, you are?
I mean, I'm 23.
Oh, girl, you got some time.
I'm saying approaching. Yeah. Like, I'm approaching the mid-20s. It's a little scary.
Yeah.
So I'll probably reread You Owe It to Yourself when I turn 25.
Honestly, I probably need to reread it myself. But yeah, I just feel like that was just like a time of like growth and like when my frontal lobe like actually really developed.
Right. I say that all the time. I'd be like, my frontal lobe just developed.
It just developed. So that was, just the inspiration for that, excuse me. And girl, this is a mess.
It's okay. It's okay, Kristen.
This is why I'm a writer, and this is why you're a baker.
And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. So I'm gonna
what I need to do? I'm
gonna have you put that down.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have you pick this up.
Okay.
And start scraping it back, but like really lightly.
Okay. I'm gonna watch you do it first. Okay.
See how like I'm barely picking up any buttercream? On my scraper. I'm just scraping it back. And if you need to add more buttercream to the sides, you can. Okay. Also, I mean, the look we're going for is kind of whimsical. Okay. A little rustic if you want it to be. Okay. So just go with the flow. Okay. But you're doing good. I promise. You're doing good. But you were telling me about the book.
Yes. So yeah, that was like the part of it, and it was just like a very transformative moment for me and like what it meant for me to navigate my own healing. I think when I was younger, I looked to other people to kind of tell me how to heal or like what to think or what to do. Yeah. And maybe not using certain tools that I thought were like not good for especially like people of color, like therapy.
Yeah.
That was when I really got into therapy too. So it's just like a moment for me to really find like myself and like what I want and how I want to learn, how I want to heal. And I really just thought to myself, like, you know, you can't continue the way that you're going. So like you have to figure out something.
Yep.
And writing was that for me. And then I turned it into like a journal of some sort. Worked with like a really amazing friend of mine who I used to work with. She designed it. And then I put it out in 2021. And I would say that would be like the baby. And then Through the Ebbs and Flows is like the big girl. Like the mama.
Yeah.
Big mama. She's like gone through a lot. She's learned a lot more, and she's used some of the things that she's spoken about in You Owe It to Yourself and really made it a point to apply it in Through the Ebbs and Flows too. So You Owe It to Yourself was really like life-changing for me. Like, not to be dramatic, but
no, not at all.
It was very much like, girl, this saved you. Like, come on, keep going.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool that you were able to, you know, release something that was vulnerable for you and that it helped you in the process, you know? And also that you've been able to help other people in the process.
I don't know if I'm going to help people with the cake.
You're good. I'm going to help you in this process.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
What I'm going to have you do is... So Kris.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
It's not my ministry.
So what I'm gonna have you do is smooth out the top a little bit.
Okay. With this spatula?
With that big one. Hold instead of like going like that, hold it steady and spin the turntable. And then maybe angle it a little bit like this. Yep, just like that. See how it's getting smoother? And then just keep doing that until it gets smoother on top.
We can get there.
You can get there. I believe in you.
Someone does.
But that is so cool. I'm a big proponent for therapy.
Yes.
I think everybody needs it. And it definitely changed my life. I know, like, when I've talked to different people about it and, you know, who are struggling or maybe trying to figure out if that's what they need to do. And for me, it was a thing of, like, well, what's harder? You know, where they feel like, well, therapy's hard, being vulnerable is hard. But I'm like, you're miserable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a little harder than being vulnerable, don't you think? Like,
way harder.
Right. So when you think about it that way, like, both are gonna suck.
Yeah.
But one is gonna get
you better.
Choose one,
that's gonna actually help you.
Exactly, yeah. Choose the one that's gonna help you in the long run. Neither way is easy.
No.
But only one has a good outcome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's so cool that you're doing something to help others, and that's also helped yourself.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Now, can you tell me a little bit about Through the Ebbs and Flows and what that one more so is about?
Yes. So
see, it's coming together.
You see it, material girl. Through the Ebbs and Flows. So I started that process in like 2023, but like kept falling off. I just like wasn't feeling motivated to write, and then I would like go here and there like when I felt good. And then I really picked it up in 2024 because that was like an extremely challenging year for me.
Yeah.
I was going through heartbreak, like things with like transitioning to a new job, just feeling like very uncertain about like what was next for me. Maybe kind of having like a crisis because I was about to turn 30. I was like, oh, I don't have everything. I don't have anything together. Or like the things that I wanted to have together like weren't in place in the way that I wanted them to be.
Yeah.
And so I really used like a lot of that free time that I had to challenge myself to just like get back into writing. And so that's what I did with Through the Ebbs and Flows. And I didn't realize like how much I actually did learn. Like I don't think that I gave myself enough credit about like all the things I had endured throughout that time between You Owe It to Yourself and Through the Ebbs and Flows. And I think that also saved me too. Like all it took was for me to just start writing again to realize like, girl, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You've been kind of like going back and forth, teetering between like, do I want to write? Do I not want to write? And it could have helped me sooner than later, but I was just so caught up in like, I don't feel like it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And in those moments, the things that you don't want to do actually really help you.
Or what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. And so this one differs from You Owe It to Yourself in the sense of like maturity. Like, of course, I grew a lot from that point.
Yeah.
But also I think the style of writing that I did, it was more like poem style, like short form. And it's not like prompts as, you owe it to yourself is.
Yeah, it's not like a journal stuff.
Yeah, people can journal if they want to after reading through the Ebbs and Flows if they feel compelled to, but I don't have like prompts dedicated to that. But I really wanted to focus on like something that was like short and simple, but yet like very powerful.
Yeah.
And challenging myself as a writer to be able to reach people with just like maybe 2 sentences and to see like if I can capture how they're feeling. But through the Ebbs and Flows is really, again, for me. But then I was like, you know what? Life, again, is hard.
Yeah.
We're going through different challenges. And like what I was concerned about during You Owe It to Yourself might not be what I'm concerned about now.
Yeah.
And so I think it was just a lot of transition that came into that book that is very reflective in that. And I'm very proud of it. Like, I feel like I've grown so much. I feel more confident. And I think my voice in Through the Ebbs and Flows is very confident.
Got it.
You Owe It to Yourself is like confident, but
Yeah.
I'm like taking little baby steps. I'm like, oh, can I say this? Like, is this a good question to ask?
But you feel more like secure.
Yes,
in the
I feel a lot more secure.
Got it. Well, can you also tell me, like, the title, Through the Ebbs and Flows, like, what does that mean? How would you describe the book to someone?
Yeah, I would describe it to someone and say, like, okay, this is a collection of reminders and reflections to get you through your hard times.
Okay.
There is never going to be a moment where everything is linear. So even in the highs and the lows, through every ebb and flow, there's something to learn. And so I want to give people reminders that they can look at when they're going through a hard time, a happy time, whatever it might be, and to be able to have some reflection on that, and hopefully gets them through a hard time too, or reminds them of like the life that is ahead. So
That's cool. And I love that you mentioned it's more like short form, like things that'll stick with you. Me, someone who has ADHD, I really struggle when it comes to my attention span and, like longer form writing and stuff. And so I think that's cool. Like you said, it challenged you as a writer, but it's for someone like me where, I might need a little reminder here and there and it just helps me get through my day.
Yeah. And it's nice to just like read it on the go. Yeah. Like you want to read something in the morning before you start your day. Like, that's cool too.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. I love that. Okay.
A little better.
And no, it is. It's good. It's smooth. Really, that's like the biggest thing.
Okay.
That it's smooth. We're going to add some decor, add some flowers and some pretty,
thank God.
pretty things. You can cover up a few things here and there if you want to.
Period.
And then you're gonna be golden. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna reset a little bit and then get to the decor.
Okay. Period.
All right, Kris. Okay. So we're gonna have some fun now. Okay. With all this decor, I'm gonna lead you through it, but also if you want to freestyle a little bit, you can feel free. I love this kind of design because it's very like free flowing. It's really hard to make it look bad, Okay. So that's what we're gonna be doing.
Hopefully, I'm like, watch me.
I promise I'm gonna walk you through it. It's gonna look great at the end.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be starting with this really big tip. So I'm gonna do this, and you can use the same one. And we're gonna be doing like a little swirl squiggle type thing. So I'm just gonna be using like even pressure like that. Squiggle. I'm gonna do a little loop like that, and then loop around.
So easy.
And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the sides, just like that. And then it looks like that. So I'm gonna hand this to you.
Okay.
You got this, girl. I promise. So I'm gonna hand it to you. Make sure like the little spikes are facing up.
Okay.
And then just like that.
Just like this.
And you're gonna twist and hold it like in there so that you're perfect.
Okay. And then squeeze like from the bottom?
Yes, from the top.
Or from the top?
Squeeze from the top.
Look at what you did.
And then you're gonna do a little squiggle.
Squiggle. Ooh. Okay.
You're doing it.
You did like a little loop.
I did a little loop. Yep. Okay.
So that was ambitious.
It is. No loops for now. We're gonna leave it just like that. So what I'm gonna have you do, since this part is kind of like that, you can go over it again and kind of bring it that way.
Okay.
So
and
start
do some
that
more
way.
Squiggles.
Do a little bit more pressure.
Okay.
And kind of like push it down. That way, like you don't want to open your hand like that.
Okay.
Because then it kind of goes like that. You want to like your whole hand to be around it and then pushing from the top.
Okay. I'm gonna get this.
You are gonna get it.
Is it the right way? This way?
This way, yeah. It already wasn't bad.
Okay. Thank you for being so sweet about that.
Oh, you're welcome. No problem. You got it. Better. Ooh. And then, here, I'm going to direct you that way. Okay. All right. And then, like I said, we have like lots of decor, so if there's any parts you want to cover, you're good. That. So now I'm gonna have you do one on the side too, just because it looks cute.
What did yours look like?
So mine looks like this. So I'm gonna have you twist and then bring it up just like that.
Okay.
So twist and then push up.
Ooh.
That was good. That was a good
Wow,
one.
that was, okay, period.
You got a little swirl in there.
I got a little swirl.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so now you can set that
Okay.
down. I'm gonna give us some matcha powder just because it looks pretty on the top, just like that. Add a little bit of texture. Here you
Love
go.
that. And just like tap it on the side?
Yeah, just a little bit, wherever you want. Perfect. Looks good. It tastes good.
I'm gonna just,
Do the whole top.
The whole top.
Go ahead. Perfect. Okay, so now we can have some fun with some more decor.
Okay.
While we do this, please tell me about what you see for your future. What do you want for the future? What do you envision? What are your goals and aspirations?
I definitely want to write a third book. That's like high on the list. I want to do like a collection of some sort. So that way I can maybe become like a household name on your shelves. I would love to actually I love movies, so I would love to do like a script at some point, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm like really big into like horror and thriller. So I've always thought it would be kind of fun to like do that. I think it's just so opposite of who I am.
Right.
Like, well, I'm kind of chaotic, but I think that it's
the Gemini energy.
It's the Gemini in me. I think it would be really fun to like use that creative juice to like make a cool movie like that. That would just be fun. So yeah, I mean, that would be like very much so like a long-term goal.
Right.
But like shorter term would be like writing another book, or even creating a like deck of some sort. Like how what is that? We're Not Really Strangers. Like they have like their card deck. I think that could be like really cool and like really have it to where people can like take it on the go with them. So yeah, I think that would be like really cool to be able to do. And then a dream of mine is to like be a talk show host one day. Like transition into that. And I don't know if I talk about mental health. Maybe it could be like a combination of something, but I think it'd be really cool. Something to do with like mental health for sure and like fitness.
Gotcha.
I think that could be cool and like somehow merge that with like my love for like entertainment as well. So yeah.
That's super cool. I love that so much.
Yeah. And just emotionally, I just really want to focus on like being happy and like, doing things that bring me more joy. And like I was talking to one of my friends and I was like, yeah, I just like really want to get better at like planning out my joy. Like not waiting for a particular moment to be like, oh, okay, like I have to earn it. Like it's always there. I should always be able to like have moments of joy. And I should be able to plan those out for myself and not just wait for when I'm tired or like when something goes wrong, but to just like live life to the fullest. And, life is sometimes short, but I hope I live a long life, God willing. So yeah, I just want to do that. And, I think a word that's been coming to me a lot lately for what like I want to focus on in the future is just like belonging, figuring out like where I belong in love, where I belong in happiness, where I belong in like career, and just like how I show up for myself in that way.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what I'm kind of figuring out right now, especially turning 30, of just like, where do I fit? Where do I want to fit?
Yeah.
Like, I can't try to force myself to be in any other space than where I'm actually supposed to be at. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool.
That was a very long-winded answer, but
no, it's okay.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect. I love that what you said about like choosing joy and planning out joy and not waiting for something to go wrong before you experience that in your life. And that is so cool. I've never heard anyone put it like that before, but I love that. That's amazing. So I want to know also a little fun question.
Okay.
If this chapter of your life had a title, perfect for what we're talking about right now, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think I would say belonging. Like, yeah, just figuring out where I'm supposed to be and how to fully step into that without the fear of like people pleasing or being perceived. I think being perceived for me is like, please don't. Like, it's crazy because I wrote a whole book where I talk about being perceived in a way. But yeah, I think this is the next chapter of my life and just like really figuring out what it means to advocate for myself, to be selfish, and just do the things that I want to do without like feeling like I have to apologize.
Yeah.
And being like, sorry, or like not being afraid to say no. That is like, that is hard for me. I have so much guilt and I don't know why. It's probably something I need to talk about in therapy, but yeah, I just want to be like free, like freedom and like belonging, I think is what I'm really focusing on.
Yeah, that's such a good title. That would be like, a good title of a book.
Yeah.
Forget a chapter, just like your whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. What would you say is this next chapter of your life?
Man, I didn't even think about that. I probably should have before I asked you that question. This chapter of my life currently, I would say, I'm trying to come up with a good one. I don't want to say growth because that's like boring, but that's kind of.
That is.
I would say like blossoming.
Ooh, I love that.
Because I love a flower, obviously.
Yes.
And it represents growth, and that's where I am right now.
Yeah.
Just like lots of figuring out my place in this world, what I want to be, who I want to be, who I want to, represent, and all those things. That's definitely what I would say.
I love that. Is there like an immediate goal that you're looking to accomplish by the end of the year, or like something that's like, I want to do this like soon? Or is everything kind of like long term?
Ooh, I feel like I have 1,000,001 goals.
Yeah.
Like
the life of a creative.
No, literally, my brain is just full of goals.
Yeah.
I think one of my biggest fears is not achieving those goals.
Okay.
Or biggest fears is not achieving those goals. I definitely am very hard on myself. I think honestly my biggest goal for right now is just making this channel like a success.
Yeah.
I've put everything I have into this right now. Every penny, I know people say like blood, sweat, and tears, but like for real.
It's true.
Lots of tears and lots of sweat.
Yeah.
I put a lot into this. So yeah, that's definitely my biggest goal as of right now, what I'm like working on. Thank you for asking.
I love that. Yeah. No, and like this is really amazing. Like a lot of people I feel like could not do this. It's like we have ideas all the time, but like actually putting your like ideas to paper and then actually like fulfilling them.
Making it happen.
It's
hard
like
work.
It's hard work and it's like really, really incredible. So you should be proud of yourself for all of the hard work because it is paying off and it will continue to pay off.
Yeah.
So
thanks.
Be proud of yourself.
I appreciate that so much.
You owe it to yourself.
Period.
Easter egg. Easter egg. I'm like, where do I need to put this at?
I'm actually, can you hand me that
yes.
piping bag?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, to end off our convo, I gotta ask you.
Okay.
Because obviously you love writing and you were talking about like film and stuff like that. So I want to know, one of our favorite shows, we both like watching Insecure. So at the end of Insecure, Issa D makes a very controversial choice of ending up back with Lawrence. And so I want to know, girl, give me your thoughts. Like, what do you think she should have done?
I feel like when I first watched it, I was like, oh, it makes sense. Like, they've had history. Now rewatching it, I'm like, I feel like they should have given themselves both a chance to experience love outside of each other. I think that they had gone through a lot, which happens in a relationship. But I don't know if it felt that realistic for her to go back to him after he had a baby with, what's her name? Condolences? What's her name? Condola. And I just was like, I don't know if that would happen. But again, I don't know. Maybe in real life it does. But I just feel like it was like a safe space for her. And like I think she might have played it safe. Because she had so much going for her too. Not that she didn't end up, I think, accomplishing what she wanted. She like got her like event thing going and like off the ground.
Right.
And I mean like Molly I think was the real villain. But
oh, that's a whole different.
I think Molly was the real villain. But like I feel like she worked so hard and then like got back to Lawrence. And I wouldn't say he brought her down, but I wanted to see her like explore like a new.
That's fair.
A new chapter.
That's fair. I remember
it's very nuanced, but
I was listening to an interview with Issa Rae and Keke Palmer, and I was like you. I was like, now why would she do that? Like no, I was team no Lawrence.
No Lawrence.
But then I heard Issa Rae talking about it, and she said a lot of people feel that way. But then she was like, listen, y'all, like, that's life. She was like, I was trying to make it as realistic as possible. And she was saying, like, a lot of people were like, you should have made it about self-love, and that's who she should have found in the end. And she was like, the whole show is about self-love.
Yeah.
The whole show is about friendship and whatever. She was like, she wanted a relationship.
Yeah.
That's what she wanted. And
that is true.
It wasn't perfect, but she got it, and they
She
love
got
each
it.
other. And then when I rewatched it, I was like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, like I do get it. Like they have the history
Yeah.
and it makes sense. But
And I like them together, to be honest.
Because I did not like her with Nathan. I feel like that was like kind of forced. Or no, you don't think that?
I don't know if I didn't like her with Nathan or if I just like Nathan. But
Period. I mean,
I think that was me. But no, I didn't love them together.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest.
it was like Nathan and like Daniel for sure. No.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
Daniel was like what broke everything up.
Right.
But I don't know.
It made sense to me.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also that other nuance layer of like, I wonder what could have happened
What
if she
could
chose
have been.
Somebody else. But
I guess we'll never know.
we'll never know unless they do
Right.
a reboot.
Which, doubt it.
But Molly was the villain.
Molly was okay. Well, we'll talk about that on part 2.
Yeah, part
Cake
2.
and Company part 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you finish up whatever you want to, and then
What else should I do?
we are. I think you're good. There's not much more. You know, if you wanted to add like some little.
Like me and her don't go together. I'm gonna stay away from her.
I think you're good.
We're
though,
done?
Honestly, yeah. If you feel like it.
I'd like a little bit of something maybe.
A little something.
I'll think
Okay,
on
well,
it.
I'll help you out
Yeah.
off camera, and then we can kind of like
Yeah.
regroup and
Period.
try this cake.
Yes,
and
I'm
then
excited.
We'll be good to go.
Yes,
Yeah.
this was so fun. Thank you for having me.
Of course, yeah. I'm so happy that you've enjoyed it so far.
No, it was so amazing. I'm excited to like watch everyone else's episodes too and just like
Yeah.
get inspired because stuff like this is very inspiring when you see
Yeah.
other creatives. So
Yeah, for sure. Well,
Yeah.
I'm excited to try this cake.
Period.
So we're going to get onto that next.
let's get into it. Period.
Alrighty, Kris.
Okay.
Are you ready for the best part?
I am.
We're about to try this cake.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I think about this cake and the cupcakes that you made your sister that one day for her
The
birthday.
lemon bar ones.
I dream of those.
Y'all were fighting over them at the beach.
Yes.
Literally fighting.
Taylor was being selfish, even though it was her birthday.
It was her birthday.
She could have let me have that.
No, y'all were literally fighting at the beach.
They
That
were
was
so
crazy.
good. Like, y'all don't understand. Okay.
Okay.
Should we dive in?
Yes, ma'am. Take a big bite just like that. Ooh.
Boom. Just like I remember.
Now you have a new cake.
You put your
to be
foot in
your
it.
dreams. I did. All of it. I'm glad you liked it. And
It's
you
so
have one
good.
to take home with you and enjoy
do.
yourself.
I do. This is so yummy.
Thank you. I'm glad you love it. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope that you had a great time.
I really did.
I have something for you.
Oh.
So this is for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so beautiful.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me. These are for you. I wanted to give you your flowers. Of course, while you're still here, I think you deserve them. And it's just a thank you from me to you for being on my show. And I hope you had a great time.
I really did. This is so sweet. Thank you for having me. Like, this was really fun.
Of course. I'm glad you loved it.
I did.
Alrighty. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. You can follow along my journey at Aubree's Cakery on Instagram, as well as Cake and Company _ on Instagram. And please follow Kris at
Miss Kris Crews on Instagram and TikTok.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you all next time. Bye.
Cute. These are so beautiful.
Yeah. Cut.
Oh, I was talking before we were supposed to cut. Ooh.
It's okay. All good.